welcome back. This is Osei. I am your host at Osei's office. Thank you for turning in. As always, this will be something that you can add to your life, something that will be um, something for direction, something that can make your mind elevate, right? Go to the next level. That's what we all trying to do. Come together and go to the next level. So welcome in. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, this content that I have that I'm building will be a blessing to you and the person on the other side of this phone. If you're watching, this is something that you need to hear, something you need to see, something that you need to add to your life. Right. So, I want to talk about something today. Right. I want to talk about something today that I think that all people, male or female, we go through. Right. We go through pain. We go through pain and we go through trials and tribulations, right? And what I've learned through the pain that I've been through personally is pain, I would say pain equals your purpose. With throughout this pain that you're going through, the revelation of what you're supposed to be or what you're supposed to come out of this will come out of this pain, right? Right? If you think about it, right? Just to put, I like to put things in, um, I like to put things in order so you can see the vision that I'm trying to prepare for you on this YouTube channel, right? Is that a woman, God bless the women, right? A woman, when she's going through birth, when she's having children, she's going through, I can only imagine from what I hear, the stories that I've heard about, I've been there in the room with childbirth and the pain, I take, so, some women don't like the medicine, right? Don't get the shot, the long needle on the back. They don't get that. Some people do it natural. The pain that they go through, right? In that child birth. But that pain equals the purpose, being the child being here, the birth of a new being, something new to the earth. So that pain brought something forth, right? A living being, the pain brought, right? So the thing is that through your pain, you have to stop and go through whatever emotions you need to go through. Go through, feeling sad, feeling sorry, feeling overthinking, doing whatever you need to go through, right? Go through that season, whatever that season may be. But within that season, find your purpose. Find the purpose of why it happened. Find the purpose of who you are now. And don't let someone come into your life, disrupt, interfere in your life, make your life chaos. And now all of a sudden you are not the person you used to be in a positive way. In a positive way. So let's not take this in a different direction. I'm saying in a positive way. If you were a kind, gentle, loving, caring person, sincerely, some people say they're kind, they're gentle, they give you this whole spiel, how kind they are, how nurturing they are. But the slightest thing they get under them, they'll start giving you the F-bombs and cussing you out and threatening you and telling you they're going to get somebody to beat you up and everything like that. But then they'll turn to this other person that, hey, I'm the nicest person in the world. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that don't let people manipulative. Don't let people that's manipulative. Don't let people like that get into your life and try to make you seem like you were the villain, that you were the person that was doing all these things, right? So just sit back, peel back your own layers, find out what happened, right? What I need to do to fix myself. But don't if you were a nice, kind person, if you're a person that we're able to talk to people and understand people and be loving to people and everything like that, and you run across somebody that will doing you dirty, speaking very disrespectful to you, then don't listen to the narrative, what people say. Don't listen to the narrative with people saying that, you are the problem, and they'll try to make you the problem, right? And you got to be all right with their narrative, because no one really, majority of people, not all, majority of people never want to be accountable for the things they did. It makes them feel better, makes their life keep on going forward if they can say, it was this person, it was this person, he did this, or she did this, or whoever. If they can point the finger to someone else, then they can say it was them. It was them that was the issue. It was them that, had the problem. And you have to be all right with that. I used to try to change someone else's narrative of how they viewed me. But when someone wants to view you in a negative way, I don't care what you do. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you give. I don't care what. If they want to see you in a negative way, they're going to see you in a negative way. You can't change that. That's just the person. That's just who they are. And you have to be all right with that. You have to be all right with that. You have to be understanding to that. You understand that that's a spirit that they have on them. And now this is what growth looks like, right? This is what we have to grow with inside who we are, because our age doesn't matter. You can be 77 or you can be 17. Age doesn't matter. It's when you want to grow in life. That's when you start growing. And you might say, well, Osei, how do you grow? What do you do on an everyday basis that say, hey, I'm going to do something different today than I did yesterday? I'm going to do something different than I did yesterday the following day. So every day I'm growing. And then I might have a setback, right? Might have a setback, but then keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on going. Okay, I'm going. All right. You come to a stop. You might have a setback, right? But mentally, keep on going. Keep on going. And the people that remind you of your setbacks, let them go. The people that tell you what you did or what you used to did, and remember when you did that, and remember the people that the remember people, right? The people that always tell you to remember this, remember that. Let those remember people go, because they're always going to remind you of the old man. They're not going to talk about the new man, because they don't know the new man, because they haven't been around that person to say who he is or who she is. All they know is who you was. Right? And in their mind, they're going to stay to that old man person. And you got to be all right with that. Right? You got to be all right with that. So, stop trying to control people. People are not to be controlled. People are to be loved, not controlled. Dogs are to be controlled. Humans are to be respected and loved. That's just the ease. That's the easy part of understanding one another. No one's to be controlled. You're not going to control her. She's not going to control you. But she can respect you and you can love her. You can do those things, and that balances off. Okay, show that man respect. Show that woman love. See, that's the balance of the two. But when someone tries to control you, that's when you start bumping heads. When people try to control each other. And that's not good. Right? That's not good. So the thing is that what I would say is, I would say, continue to grow within who you are. Continue to be blessed of who you are. Continue to strive for perfection. Right? And get people around your circle that's going to be your number one fan, that want to see you successful, even if they're not successful. Even if I got a good friend I get my haircut from, not my haircut, but my beard. And, he's doing well. You know, and the times when I wasn't doing well, he was always the support, just calling me, hey, just check in. Just checking in with you. What's going on? Da, 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 da. Good peoples. You know, it's going to be seasons where you're not doing as well as you want to do in life, but you got good peoples around you. No matter if you up or down or low or whatever, they're going to call and check on you, make sure you're good. Good peoples, keep good peoples around your circle. And the thing is that if you say, well, I've been trying, I've been trying to keep good people around, pray on it. In your time of praying, or your time of your meditation, or your manifesting, whatever you're doing, is that just ask whoever you deem your creator is to bring godly men or positive men and positive women, godly men and positive women, whatever it may be, bring them in your circle. And then the number one factor in all these asking, make sure you're that. He's going to bring you what you are. So if you're a snake, low down, they're going to bring snakes and low downs and everything, you know, because we're magnets. So we will attract what we are. So when people say, you know, even myself, when people say, oh, I was in a good relationship, they did this, they did this, they did this, they did this, they did this. Okay. How did you attract that person? Because we are energy. So if we're energy, then we're attracting what we are. So it's easy to blame them, right? So sometimes go back to yourself and go, okay, let me change my frequency. Let me change that frequency a little bit. Let me change that frequency because I'm vibrating, I'm attracting something that I don't want to be. Then change your frequency because then you'll only be attracted to what you are. Right? So let's wrap it up. I thank you for coming to stopping by the office. I thank you that the doors are always open for you. Let's continue to come together as a unit, as a community, and all you're getting, get understanding, stay blessed, and I'll talk to you on the next chapter.